What do you want?
Are you expensive?
I don't do anything kinky. I just do straight sex. There are plenty of other girls around.
How old are you?
16. 16, that's all.
Boy, it's freezing. Something wrong with your eye?
Yeah, it's been hurting lately.
So trade it in for an artificial one.
Why do you think she went down there?
A lot of working girls are using Paradise Loop these days. There seems to be something about the subway which draws them to it.
Well, it beats me why any girl would want to spend time down in the loop.
For a cop as good as you are, Iris, you sure are naive.
Paradise Loop is the city's old subway system. When the electromagnetic metro was opened 10 years ago, the loop fell into disuse. But the electric current was never shut off, and a few trains were kept in service for running mail across the city or picking up late-night stragglers with no other way to get home. It's become a magnet for all kinds of crime.
What happened exactly?
Her abdomen was ripped open. Blood everywhere. She must have died at once.
Do you know who she was?
Not so far, but apparently she'd been around for 6 months or so.
Hey, you guys! What are you doing here? Who called the AD police? There aren't any Voomers here.
Maybe not, but the chief thought it wouldn't hurt for us to have a look around. There've been an awful lot of murders on the loop, and you guys haven't had much success in solving them.
We're working on it.
Nobody's saying you ain't doing the best you can, but we got resources and equipment you can't even dream about, and that's why they assigned us to the case.
Wait a minute, the city formed the AD police to investigate crimes that are down to political terrorists and Voomers, not ordinary murders. And whenever your boys get involved in some ordinary investigation, you end up by doing more damage to people and property than the criminals.
Let me guess. You're one of those cops who believes in wearing kid gloves, right?
I'd never ridden the Paradise Loop. In fact, that was the first time I'd even been on a loop station. It was horrible.
All 6 victims were prostitutes working Paradise Loop. All were killed in the same way. The murders are quite obviously linked. The savagery of the attack strongly suggests that they are the work of a renegade Voomer. If that is the case, then there must be some defect in its intelligence system. A very dangerous situation, yes?
But why would it murder them?
It's possible. The original program included aggressiveness, which can have its positive sides, but on this occasion is out of control. On the assumption, then, that we're dealing with a renegade Voomer, I'm turning over responsibility for the investigation to the AD police. Yes, Lieutenant Kara?
Chief, I'm convinced we're not after a Voomer, but a human being. It's a hunch, but I've got some reasons. Although the medical reports refer to mutilation of the abdomen, the mutilated parts of the bodies could more accurately be described as the internal sexual organ. A Voomer wouldn't have reason to feel a motive towards these particular parts.
Anyone else have any comment?
I think that makes sense. It'd be a mistake to completely rule out the possibility of a human killer.
Okay, then. I'll keep your force on the case for a bit longer, working with the AD police.
That's fine. Huh? Thanks for your support.
That's okay. It's an interesting case. But I'm surprised that you want to stay on it, though. Is it still hurting you?
A bit, yeah.
You ought to make an appointment with some cybernetic specialist who'll prescribe a replacement for you. Look at this finger. Bet you wouldn't have guessed it's a cybernetic replacement. Come on, be with it. Everybody does it these days. I'm okay.
Damn it!
Whoa.
Cybernetics Bank, Tokyo.
stop it. You didn't have to come here, you know.
But it was my fault that you got hurt.
It was just an accident. It wasn't your fault, so calm down.
Huh? Excuse me a sec.
What's wrong?
I'll be right back. What are you doing here?
Leon!
You haven't come to the hospital to get any parts replaced.
Well,
Are you
yes.
crazy? Don't you know what they do here? They replace human organs with cybernetic substitutes. Your guts go into the bank, get resuscitated, and when some zillionaire needs a transplant, they sell him your insides.
My eye's giving me a bit of trouble, so I'm having it replaced. What's wrong with that?
What does it matter if it hurts you a bit? Being hurt is all part of being human. If you give away part of your body, you're not completely human anymore.
You mustn't be old-fashioned, Leon. We're in the 21st century. Everyone makes use of cybernetics.
There's a chance the pain will get more severe. On the other hand, it might disappear altogether. I always encourage patients to have the operation when there's any discomfort at all. After all, this is the 21st century, and we all have a right to a trouble-free life. So if you care to choose...
Oh!
What do you mean it can't be done? If it's a question of money, I can pay whatever it costs.
It's not a question of money. It's impossible. You've been in your present condition too long for us to replace your cybernetic organs with living ones. You simply wouldn't be able to function.
Come on, speed it up. She's going to give us the slip.
You haven't even told me who I'm chasing, for God's sake!
She's turning off to the right.
Are you going to tell us what's going on or not?
I've got a hunch about the prostitute murderer.
Oh.
That woman. Oh! I'm very sorry.
Cyber doctors.
What?
They're all heartless. I take it you heard me shouting.
No.
They don't care how much we suffer. Well, someone's going to pay. Take care.
Why did she come here?
Because there's no one left in this part of town. They'll be tearing it down soon. She knew she could hide here.
Legs ain't bad.
What was that?
You're over a ventilation shaft. The Paradise Loop's right beneath you.
Someone's going to pay for this.
Yeah, tell the chief it looks like the same boomer again.
Caroline Ibachi, Chief Executive of Green.
Green?
The tastiest snack you've ever seen is cream and sugar on grits by Green.
Oh.
She's a brilliant businesswoman. Married some toy boy 6 months ago. No one ever sees him, though. They say she keeps him in the bedroom waiting for her to get home at night. She had the operation 5 years ago. Kidneys replaced, liver, ovaries, womb, the whole works from the waist down. Nothing to stop her screwing, though. Looks like the operation worked for her. She's become president of the company, and her salary is supposed to be about $12 million a year. I wouldn't mind being in her shoes. We're wasting our time sitting here watching her. We can't link her with the murderers.
Maybe not, but I got a real buzz from her at the cyber hospital.
Are you a lesbian?
Huh?
Look who's blushing.
Don't be silly.
Just kidding. But maybe we ought to report your hunch to the AD police.
There's no proof.
That store over there's got a sale on. Do you mind if I go and take a quick look?
No, that's okay.
Back in 10 minutes.
Bye. I wonder where I'm going. Where will this tunnel lead me?
To the Paradise Loop. I saw you following me here. Does this satisfy your fatal curiosity? Well, so the pretty thing turns out to be a cop, huh?
That's right, and you're the Paradise Loop murderer.
Yes.
I don't understand why.
Still curious, huh? Well, I'll tell you. A few years ago, I applied for a job in the company. I was shortlisted with a man. I was better qualified in every way. I was smarter, better educated, and worked twice as hard. But he got the job. Do you know why? He put together a medical profile on women's menstrual cycles. He presented so-called evidence that some women behave irrationally during their periods, and persuaded the president that I wouldn't be able to work efficiently during those times. Do you know what I did? I got the doctors to remove all the internal organs that made me female. Everything was replaced by asexual cybernetic machinery. And it worked. I became successful. But I wanted revenge against the man who betrayed me. I still had the only things most men want, and used them to trap him into marrying me so I could make his life hell. But it didn't work out as I'd planned, because I actually fell in love with him and forgot the reason I'd married him. But then he started being unfaithful to me and even came to Paradise Loop to have sex with the prostitutes here. He told me a real woman was better than the cybernetic monster I'd become.
So you killed him, didn't you? But why all the prostitutes? What had they done to you?
You won't understand. Sometimes I'm in incredible pain. It's as though my body is paying me back for the outrage I inflicted on it. And when it's over, when I recover, I'm always holding a knife. And then my whole body's on fire and only an act of violence leads to relief. Tell me the truth! Am I human or a Voomer?
You're a woman! I know that for certain! Voomers can kill when programs go wrong, but only humans kill because they're angry or jealous.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. I understand the terrible things I've done, and I realize that there's no going back. So I'll kill the human you say I am. But you must die first!
commit suicide.
That's okay with me. One less Voomer for us to worry about, and that's gotta be good news.
Where is she?
Trying to escape, but the exits are all covered, and the loop goes round in circles.
We'll take over now. Go back up top and get some rest. You've had a bad time.
I'm not finished yet. I followed her here, and it's my job to arrest her, not yours.
She's a killer.
Maybe, but a human being.
What's the difference?
Anyone can see that without me explaining it. She is human.
What she is a Voomeroid. According to the book, that means we treat her as a Voomer. We've got men positioned all round the loop. Standing orders are to shoot on sight.
You can't, Leon.
According to our computer records, she chose to replace 70% of her critical internal organs cybernetically. That puts her over the edge. This is a test case for the new Voomer laws that come into effect next month.
I've located her. She's at the east end of the loop. There's a train just pulling in there.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. What's 70% got to do with it when her mind's still got 100% human feeling? There's a whole lot more to being a human than just bits of skin and bone.
Boomers can't know pain. The pain that I feel. I'm a human being, a woman.
Give us what you got, baby.
Come on. I'll prove it.
She should have died happy. She died as a woman, not a Voomer.
But the trouble is that every day it's becoming harder to tell the difference, and pretty soon there won't be one. Hey, look after yourself, okay?
You're sure you want us to go ahead with the operation?
Yes.
I think that's wise. It won't take a minute.
The pain vanished, but I had paid a price. I'd given up part of my humanity.